Listen to me. Right now, in this very moment, the world is fighting for your attention. Your phone is buzzing, notifications are flashing, voices are calling, and somewhere deep inside, there's a part of you that wants to look away, to check out, to escape. But you can't afford that, not if you want to win, not if you want to rise. So let's talk about how you stay focused when everything around you is designed to pull you off track. If you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, you're already lost. It's that simple. Life will test you. It will shake you. It will throw storms in your path that make you question everything. And if you don't have a solid foundation, if you don't know deep down in your soul why you're on this journey, those storms will knock you off course every time. Your purpose is your anchor. Without it, you drift. You chase things that don't fulfill you. You get caught up in the noise, the opinions, the distractions. And let me tell you, distractions will come. There will be days when quitting seems easier than continuing. There will be moments when fear whispers in your ear, telling you that you're not good enough, not strong enough, not ready. That's when you need to go back to your why. That's when you need to dig deep and remember what set your soul on fire in the first place. So what is it? What's that thing that wakes you up in the middle of the night, that dream that won't let you go? What's the mission you were put here to accomplish? Because this isn't just about making a living. It's about making a life. It's about impact. It's about legacy. It's about knowing when your time is up that you poured everything you had into something that mattered. And don't just think about it. Feel it. Close your eyes and see the life you want, the people you want to help, the change you want to create. Let it burn inside you. Let it fuel you. Because when the road gets tough, when you're tired, when you feel like nothing is working, that fire, that purpose is what will keep you going. Every morning, before the world comes knocking with its distractions, before doubt has a chance to creep in, remind yourself, why am I doing this? Why does this matter? Say it out loud if you have to. Write it down. Keep it in front of you at all times, because the truth is, without purpose, hard work feels like suffering. But with purpose, every challenge becomes a stepping stone. Every setback becomes a lesson. Every obstacle becomes proof that you are being prepared for something greater. People will doubt you. They will question your choices. They will tell you to be realistic, to play it safe, to stop dreaming so big. But they don't have your vision. They don't know the fire inside you. They don't know the sacrifices you're willing to make, the hours you're willing to put in, the weight you're willing to carry, and they don't need to, because this isn't their journey, it's yours. So walk with confidence, speak with conviction, move with purpose, and when the storms come, and they will, you stand firm, look them dead in the eye, and remind yourself, I know why I'm here. I know what I'm fighting for, and I will not stop. Your mind is the battleground. Everything you want, everything you dream of starts there. And if you don't take control of it, the world will. Your focus, your discipline, your ability to push forward when everything around you is trying to pull you back, that's all rooted in your mindset. You have to protect it, sharpen it, strengthen it. Because if your mind is weak, distractions will own you, fear will own you, doubt will own you, and you will find yourself watching life pass you by instead of stepping up and taking what's yours. But if you train your mind to be strong, if you condition it the way an athlete conditions their body, nothing can shake you. Nothing. Strength of mind is not given, it is built. It is forged through repetition, through discipline, through the choices you make every single day. It's in what you listen to, what you read, what you allow into your space. It's in the words you speak to yourself when no one else is listening. And that voice, your voice, has power. You have to speak life into yourself. You have to declare it before you see it, before you feel it, before it even makes sense to anyone else. Say it, I am focused, I am unstoppable. Say it again. Not as a wish, not as a hope, but as a fact. Because the moment you start to believe it, your actions will follow, your energy will shift, the way you carry yourself will change. And when distractions come knocking, when negativity tries to creep in, you'll be too locked in, too dialed in to entertain it. Because you have trained yourself to see beyond the noise. Understand this, life will test you. It will throw roadblocks in your path. It will try to wear you down, make you question if you have what it takes. But your mindset is your shield. It is your weapon. If you build it strong enough, there is nothing, no failure, no setback, no rejection that can break you. Because a strong mind doesn't fold under pressure, it rises. A strong mind doesn't crumble in the face of adversity, it fights. So decide today, decide right now that you will not be a prisoner to doubt, to fear, to the voices that tell you to settle. You will master your mindset. You will train your focus like a warrior trains for battle. And when you step into the world, you won't just walk, you will move with purpose, with confidence, with unstoppable determination. Because the mind you master today is the life you create tomorrow. Your environment is not just where you live, where you work, where you spend your time. It's shaping you, molding you, directing your energy, whether you realize it or not. If you surround yourself with chaos, your mind will be chaotic. If you let distractions live in your world, don't be surprised when your focus starts slipping away, because what's around you seeps into you. The conversations you hear, the habits you observe, the energy you allow in your space, it all plays a role in determining whether you rise or whether you remain stuck. You have to take control. You have to be intentional, because if you don't, the world will decide for you. And let me tell you something, the world doesn't care about your dreams. It will flood you with noise, tempt you with comfort, and surround you with people who want you to stay exactly where you are. But you weren't built for that. You weren't designed to live in distraction, to settle for mediocrity, to drown in negativity. You were made for more. But to step into that, you have to create an environment that pushes you toward the person you are meant to be. Take a look around. What's in your space? Who's in your space? Is it lifting you up or weighing you down? Be honest, because this is your life we're talking about. If your environment is filled with doubt, with negativity, with distractions, then your mind is fighting battles before you even begin your day. Every single object, every sound, every conversation, it either adds to your momentum or takes from it. And if it's not adding, if it's not sharpening you, if it's not making you stronger, you have to let it go. That means cutting out the noise, the endless scrolling, the drama, the mindless distractions that steal your time and energy. That means choosing who you allow in your circle, who gets access to you, whose words you take to heart. Because some people will drain you. Some people will plant seeds of doubt, convince you to think small, pull you away from your purpose. And if you let them, they will rob you of your future. You don't have time for that. Your goals are too big. Your vision is too clear. Your purpose is too important. You need an environment that reflects that, one that fuels your ambition, that reminds you daily of what you're working for, that keeps you locked in when the world tries to pull you away. So set the standard, protect your space, design a world around you that matches the life you're building. Because success isn't just about what you do, it's about what you allow. And when you take control of your environment, you take control of your focus, your energy, and ultimately, your destiny. Time is the most precious thing you have, more valuable than money, more valuable than talent, more valuable than anything else, because once it's gone forever. You can make more money, you can build new opportunities, but you cannot get back a single second that has passed. That's why you have to guard your time like your life depends on it, because it does. Every second wasted is a second you will never see again. You don't get refunds on time. You don't get do-overs. And yet too many people live like time is infinite, like they can afford to waste it. They scroll, they procrastinate, they fill their days with things that don't move them forward. And then they wonder why they aren't where they want to be. They wonder why their dreams seem so far away. They wonder why they feel stuck. But the truth is simple. Success belongs to those who protect their time, those who refuse to waste it, those who use it with intention. You have to schedule your day with purpose. You can't just wake up and hope things fall into place. You have to plan. You have to decide before the world decides for you how you are going to spend your time. Otherwise, life will pull you in every direction, and you will spend your days reacting instead of building. You will spend your energy on things that don't matter, while the things that do matter get left behind. Set boundaries. Be intentional about who and what gets your time. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not everything deserves your energy. There are people who will drain you. There are distractions disguised as entertainment. Obligations disguised as responsibilities. You have to know the difference. You have to be willing to say no to distractions, to negativity, to anything that pulls you away from your purpose. Because every time you say yes to something that doesn't serve you, you are saying no to something that does. And yes, some people won't like it. Some people will call you selfish. They will tell you that you've changed, and they're right, you have changed. You've decided that your time is not something you're willing to waste. You've decided that your goals, your purpose, your future, they matter. More than someone else's expectations, more than someone else's opinions, because in the end, your life is a reflection of how you spend your time. If you waste it, you will look back with regret. If you protect it, if you use it wisely, if you dedicate it to something greater than yourself, you will build a life you can be proud of. So don't let a single second slip away unnoticed. Guard your time. Respect your time. Use it like it's the most valuable thing you own, because it is. And once it's gone, you don't get it back. That little device in your pocket, the one you check first thing in the morning, the one that sits next to you while you work, the one that calls your attention with every buzz, every ding, every flashing light, that device is stealing from you. It's robbing you of your focus, your energy, your productivity. It's taking your time, piece by piece, moment by moment, until one day you look up and wonder where it all went. Your phone is the biggest thief in your life. It doesn't break into your home. It doesn't force its way in. It invites itself, and you welcome it. Every time you reach for it without thinking, every time you scroll through feeds that don't add to your life, every time you lose minutes, hours, to mindless distraction while your dreams sit, waiting for you to wake up. Enough. It's time to take back control. It's time to stop letting a screen dictate your future. Because the truth is, your phone doesn't care about your goals. Social media doesn't care if you succeed. Your notifications don't care if you become the person you were meant to be. The only one who cares is you. And if you don't take action, if you don't set boundaries, if you don't make the decision to eliminate distractions, no one will do it for you. So turn it off, put it in another room, set rules for yourself. Real rules, ones that keep you disciplined. No checking your phone the moment you wake up. No getting lost in messages and emails before you've even started your day. No scrolling when you should be working, building, learning, creating. Because every moment you waste looking at someone else's life is a moment stolen from yours. And don't tell yourself you need to stay connected. Don't lie to yourself and say, just 5 more minutes. Because you know what happens? 5 minutes turns into 15. 15 turns into an hour. And by the time you realize it, you've given away a part of your life to something that doesn't give anything back. Your dreams can't wait. Your future can't wait. The work you need to do, the things that will move your life forward, they can't wait. But the distractions, the messages, the likes, the comments, the endless scrolling, they can wait. So be intentional. Take back your focus. Take back your time. Because your phone is a tool. It is not your master. Use it when you need it, then put it down. Because every second you spend glued to a screen is a second you could be spending building the life you were meant to live. Your future is too important. Your goals are too big. Your time is too valuable. And the choice is yours. You can either waste it or you can win. Focus is not something you wake up with one morning, fully formed, fully sharpened, ready to cut through distractions like a blade. No, focus is built. It's forged in discipline, in repetition, in a relentless commitment to mastery. It is a skill, not a gift. And like any skill, it must be trained. Think of an athlete. They don't step onto the field or the court and expect greatness to just happen. They train, they practice, they push their limits every single day. They start with the fundamentals, building strength, endurance, control, and over time, with consistency, they transform. They develop precision, they develop power, they develop dominance. Focus works the same way. You must train it, you must build it, stretch it, test it, until it becomes an unstoppable force. Start small. Give yourself 30 minutes of deep, uninterrupted, locked-in work. No phone, no emails, no distractions, just you and the task at hand. At first, it might be hard. Your mind will wander, you'll feel the pull of distractions, but push through. When that 30 minutes is up, take a short break, then do it again. Then again. Over time, stretch. 45 minutes, then an hour. Train your ability to lock in, to stay present, to drown out the noise. Because the more you train, the stronger your focus becomes. And the stronger your focus, the closer you get to mastery. The best in the world didn't get there by accident. The greatest minds, the highest achievers, the legends of every field, whether in business, in sports, in the arts, they didn't just happen to be focused, they built it. They trained it. They treated their attention like a warrior preparing for battle, sharpening their edge every single day. And make no mistake, this world is designed to pull you away from focus. Every second, something is competing for your attention. Your phone, social media, messages, distractions, constant, endless noise. But if you let yourself be owned by distractions, if you let them dictate your focus, you will never reach your full potential. Because the people who win, the people who make it, are the ones who learn to silence the noise. So be disciplined. When it's time to work, work. When it's time to focus, focus. Not halfway, not with one eye on your phone, not with your mind wandering. Lock in, commit. Because every time you train your focus, you are one step closer to your goals. And every time you let distractions win, you are one step further away. It's simple. Train your focus or be trained by distractions. Train your mind to lock in or watch your dreams slip away. The choice is yours. And trust me, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you will either look back with pride knowing you built something great, or you will look back with regret, wondering why you let distractions steal your future. Make the right choice. Train your focus, build your greatness, and never let the world pull you away from what truly matters. When you say yes to something that doesn't serve you, you are saying no to the life you are meant to live. Every single day, the world will throw distractions your way. Opportunities disguised as obligations, invitations wrapped in expectations, demands that pull you in every direction but forward. And if you're not careful, if you don't stand firm in your purpose, you'll wake up one day wondering how you ended up so far from where you were meant to be. Saying no is not selfish, it is not cruel, it is not a sign of weakness. It is the mark of someone who knows where they are going and refuses to be led astray. Because the truth is, your time, your energy, your focus, these are the most valuable things you have, and if you give them away freely to every distraction, every request, every person who demands a piece of you, then you will have nothing left for what truly matters. Nothing left for your dreams, nothing left for your purpose, nothing left for the future that is waiting for you. You don't owe anyone an explanation for protecting your vision. You don't have to apologize for setting boundaries. You don't have to justify your decisions to people who do not understand your mission. Because the ones who truly belong in your life will respect your no. And the ones who don't, they were never meant to be part of your journey in the first place. Think about it. Every great leader, every person who has ever changed the world, every individual who has ever achieved something extraordinary, do you think they got there by saying yes to every request, every distraction, every moment that pulled them away from their purpose? No, they got there because they had the courage to say no. No to wasting time, no to meaningless obligations, no to people who did not believe in them. They protected their energy like their life depended on it, because it did. And so does yours. There will be moments when saying no is hard, when it feels uncomfortable, when people look at you like you're letting them down, when they call you selfish or arrogant or cold, but you cannot live your life trying to please everyone. You cannot build your dreams while carrying the weight of everyone else's expectations. If you try, you will break, and you will have no one to blame but yourself. So stand firm, speak with conviction, hold the line. Your future is worth more than a moment of discomfort. Your purpose is worth more than temporary approval. And if you are ever in doubt, if you ever hesitate, just ask yourself one question. Does this serve the life I am building? If the answer is no, then your response should be 2, because your destiny deserves to be protected, and only you have the power to protect it. Too many people are just existing, drifting through life without direction, without purpose, without fire. They wake up, go through the motions, react to whatever the day throws at them and call it living, but that's not living, that's surviving. And you were not put on this earth just to survive. You were put here to move, to build, to create, to achieve, to make an impact. And the only way to do that is to move with intention. Every step you take should have a purpose. Every action should bring you closer to the life you're working for. Because when you move with intention, distractions lose their power. They can't shake you. They can't pull you off course. They can't slow you down. Because you are too locked in, too focused, too determined to be anything less than great. But that kind of focus, that kind of discipline doesn't happen by accident. It's a decision you have to make every single day. A decision to not waste your time on things that don't matter. A decision to not give your energy to people who drain you. A decision to not allow fear, doubt, or comfort to keep you from moving forward. You see, intention is what separates the successful from the stagnant. It's what turns dreams into reality. It's what takes a vision from an idea to something you can touch, something you can feel, something you can stand in and say, I built this. And the beautiful thing about it, it's not about talent, it's not about luck, it's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about making the decision right now that everything you do from this point forward will have purpose behind it. That when you step into a room, you step in with confidence. That when you commit to something, you give it everything you have. That when you set a goal, you don't just talk about it, you execute. Because the truth is, life will try to distract you. It will try to test you. It will throw obstacles in your path, tempt you with comfort, pull you toward things that don't serve you. But when you are intentional, when you know exactly where you're going and why, none of that matters. The distractions, the doubts, the fears, they become background noise. You see them, but you don't stop. You hear them, but you don't listen. You just keep moving. So I ask you, what are you moving toward? What are you building? What are you fighting for? Because if you don't know, if you don't decide, then life will decide for you. And I promise you, you don't want that. Move with purpose, move with fire, move like your future depends on it, because it does. And when you do that, when you commit fully, when you stop drifting and start driving, you won't just survive, you'll rise, you'll conquer, you'll become everything you were meant to be. Motivation is a spark. It's that fire you feel when you're excited, when the dream is fresh, when the vision is clear. But let me tell you something about fire. It doesn't burn forever on its own. It needs fuel. It needs something steady, something strong, something that keeps it alive when the excitement fades, when the obstacles show up, when the path gets tough. That fuel, that's discipline. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It's what gets you out of bed when every part of you wants to stay under the covers. It's what makes you show up even on the days when you don't feel like it. It's what keeps you moving forward when the applause has stopped, when the inspiration is gone, when no one is watching. Because the truth is, success is not about how fired up you feel in the moment. It's about what you do when you don't feel like doing anything at all. See, discipline is a choice. It's not something you're born with. It's something you build, something you strengthen every time you push through resistance, every time you choose focus over comfort, every time you do the work, not because you feel like it, but because you said you would. That's the difference between people who wish for success and people who make it happen. You want to be great, you want to achieve something bigger than yourself, then you have to understand this. Discipline is not about punishment. It's not about restriction. It's not about suffering. It's about freedom. Because when you master discipline, you master your life. When you are disciplined, you don't wait for opportunities, you create them. You don't react to life, you direct it. You don't hope for success, you make it inevitable. But let's be real, it's not easy. There will be days when your mind will try to talk you out of it. Days when you'll hear that little voice whisper, just this once. Skip the workout, skip the work. Take the easy road, and in that moment you have a decision to make. Do you give in? Do you let comfort win? Or do you remind yourself why you started? Because that's what discipline really comes down to. It's remembering your why. It's understanding that the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts a lifetime. It's knowing that every time you push yourself, every time you show up when you don't want to, every time you prove to yourself that you are stronger than your excuses, you are becoming the person you were meant to be. So don't rely on motivation. Motivation will fail you, but discipline will carry you. Discipline will take you places talent never could. Discipline will turn your dreams into reality. And when you embrace it, when you make it a part of who you are, nothing, and I mean nothing, will be able to stop you. The road to success is not quiet. It is loud. It is chaotic. It is filled with distractions, opinions, doubts, and temptations pulling you in every direction. Some will tell you to slow down, to take it easy, to be realistic. Others will question you, doubt you, try to make you second guess yourself. And then there's the noise inside your own mind, the fear, the uncertainty, the whispers that say, what if I'm not good enough? What if I fail? But let me tell you something, winners don't let the noise shake them. They don't flinch, they don't lose focus, they keep their eyes on the prize. No matter what storms come their way, no matter who tries to pull them off course, they lock in. Because they know what's at stake. They know what they're working for. They know their vision is too important to let distractions steal it away. You have to decide. Are you going to be one of those people who lets the world dictate your destiny? Who lets circumstances, opinions, and doubts determine what you can and cannot do? Or are you going to take control? Are you going to step up, block out the noise, and execute? Because that's what winners do. They don't wait for permission. They don't seek validation. They don't waste energy explaining their dreams to people who will never understand them. They get to work. That's the difference. That's the mindset. Because life will test you. It will throw obstacles in your way. It will try to break your focus. And when that happens, you have two choices. You either give in to the distractions, let the doubt win, and watch your dreams slip further and further away. Or you dig deep. You remind yourself why you started. You block out everything that doesn't serve your mission, and you push forward anyway. You see, focus is a weapon. It is the thing that separates those who dream from those who achieve. It is the thing that keeps you moving forward when everything in you wants to stop. And the moment you master it, the moment you train yourself to keep your eyes locked on where you're going, that is the moment the world stops controlling you, because you have taken control of yourself. So I'm going to ask you right now, what is your prize? What is that thing you are fighting for? What is that vision so strong, so powerful, that nothing can shake you from it? Because if you don't have one, the distractions will win, the noise will win, the doubt will win. But if you do, if you truly see it, feel it, believe in it, then nothing, no obstacle, no criticism, no setback can take it away from you. Stay locked in, stay focused, keep your eyes on the prize, because the moment you refuse to look away is the moment you start making it yours. So I ask you, what's it going to be? Will you let distractions own you, or will you own your focus? Will you stay locked in no matter what? The choice is yours.